My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Let's talk about UFC 282. We're going to recap the fights. We're going to talk about some of the controversies, the Paddy decision, the main event, and some of the other things that happened at the last pay-per-view of the year. Before I jump in, we're giving away $1,000. We are giving $1,000 away, and the only thing you need to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, subscribe to our other channel, and comment on the giveaway video. That's it. And if we hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, which we will do, we're going to give away $1,000. All the links are in the description. Just follow two channels, make a comment. That costs $0. And speaking of money, we are just giving it away. We have given you 61 units of net profit over the last 5 events. That's 61 units of net profit. Some of you don't understand the concept of net. That means we spent money on bets, got all of that money back, and then this is the profit. On top of all my money back, I got 61 additional units of profit. If I have a $100 unit, that's $6,100. If a unit is $10 for me, that's $610. And you know what else is only $10? Premium membership. So you should sign up and get access to everything. But this video isn't for that. This video is to talk about the fights. Let's talk about some of the headlines here. Neither Daukaus brother has any chin whatsoever. Neither one. It's actually embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Listen, I knew that Jairzinho Rozenstruik was the more dangerous fighter, the better fighter, as far as credentials are concerned, but I thought Daukaus might be able to dance around, have some solid footwork, but no. One touch, boom, he's done. Him and his brother. It's absolutely incredible. At least this Daukaus brother can strike. He just has no chin, where the younger brother, can't even strike. Honestly, these poor guys, they're probably both going to be cut early 2023. Raul Rosas Jr., he's young, but he can grapple. Listen, we picked him to win. He was in the safety parlay. I did all the things. I spent all the money. I did all the things for Raul Rosas Jr. But I was very sort of vocal on the breakdown saying, I don't think he should be in the UFC yet. And I'm not saying that because his skill set isn't there. Clearly, his grappling skill set is. He's still a boy. And eventually, he's going to fight a man. And he's going to get pushed around. He's going to get bullied. He's going to get hit a little too hard. And he's too young. He's not fully developed yet. His brain should not be getting scrambled at early 18 years old. So, hasn't happened yet. He's definitely going to get more favorable matchups. He'll probably get 2, 3, maybe 4 more favorable matchups, but they can't do that forever. Eventually, they're going to give him somebody a little too tough, and he's going to be on the wrong side of a fight where that should happen on the regional scene. So Raul Rosas Jr. made us a ton of money, made you a ton of money if you're a premium member and you followed along, but I still think he should be on the regional scene. I'm not saying he's not skilled enough to be in the UFC, because he is. I'm just saying maybe you literally let your body develop before you jump in. You guys hate that take. I heard it in the comments section for the breakdown video, so I don't really give a shit. It's my take, not yours. Look at this doofus. Look at this doofus. I was so hard on Bryce Mitchell coming into this fight. All over Ilya. A couple of units on Ilya. Ilya was in the safety parlay. We talked about Arkansas wrestling versus a Georgian with hands. And you guys, I wish, this is why this show needs I need a full-time editor. And that's a serious statement. I need somebody to watch the videos, do the live streams, clip stuff out, check the comments, screenshot those, because I would have an hour's worth of scrolling comments of you people insisting that Bryce Mitchell was going to dominate Ilya. And I was positive he was not. First of all, look how stupid he looks here. No striking whatsoever. And this is Bryce Mitchell getting pancaked and then submitted. Submitted. Your Arkansas wrestler, poster boy, grappling genius was pancaked to his back and then submitted. So he was outstruck, out-wrestled, and out-grappled. And I'm not basking in the glory. Bryce Mitchell came to fight. He went out, he went out and he tapped. He came to fight. This is more directed towards the haters in the comment section that were going on and on. Bad take, horrible take, this won't age well. Like literally nothing original. Those comments are not original. No original comments whatsoever. Just insisting Bryce Mitchell was going to dominate here. And that's the thing. There are levels in this sport, and I get it. Bryce Mitchell is a very good grappler. He's undefeated, but there are levels. A Georgian wrestler who has wrestled his entire life is not the same as a kid from Arkansas who maybe placed top 10 in high school. Those are not the same things. And yes, he got one takedown against Ilya, but he also didn't get about 15 others. So anyway, Ilya Topuria is the real deal. He kicks the shit. He kicks the shit out of Paddy Pimblett. Anybody who disagrees with me is clueless, especially after last night. He absolutely dominates Paddy the Baddy. Listen, Darren Till, zero takedown defense whatsoever. You guys are going to attack Jacob because Darren Till was his lock of the week. I watched the fights live with Jacob. That's why there was no live stream. The first round was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. You have been a professional fighter at one of the highest level, at the highest level for, I don't know, what, 10 years now? And you can't defend a takedown? He was, I mean, Dricus du Plessis would have two fingers on a heel and Darren Till's falling down. Falling down. Like, I have never seen worse takedown defense. It is bad. It is bad. It's embarrassing. But I will say, you guys are going to trash Jacob. Oh, Darren Till got smoked. We all know that in that second round, you were sweating it. You were sweating in the second round. Jacob was standing up in front of the TV yelling. It was a close, well, it wasn't a close second round. Darren Till won that second round, but it was close to getting finished. Dricus was gassed. That dude was absolutely gassed, getting hit, turning his head, backing up. And if Darren Till had a morsel of takedown defense, he wins this fight. And if you disagree, you just don't understand the sport and you can't put your bias aside. And listen, Jacob is not capable of putting his bias aside with a handful of fighters. Darren Till is one of them. But I'm hoping you guys are smarter than that because I don't know who Dricus is fighting next, but if it's a decent striker with some takedown defense, full fade. Full fade. Darren Till, who got a DUI 6 months ago, who hasn't fought in a year, mental health issues, is a 170-pounder fighting at 185 and can't defend a takedown, almost put Dricus away. Yeah, full fade next fight if he gets a striker with some takedown defense. Then we got Paddy the Baddy, who I was worried about coming into this fight. I said, I think he wins, but I'm keeping him out of all my parlays. I just don't trust him yet. If you go back and watch tape, as we do every week before doing our notes, doing our picks, doing our live streams, you'll see Paddy was basically losing every single fight in the UFC. His first fight, he was almost flatlined. His second fight was, okay, he did really well in that one. And his last fight, I was so clear about this. Jordan Leavitt took him down, or Levitt. Get the A out of there. Jordan Leavitt took him down 3 times and was winning that fight. The only reason he lost, he caught a knee. Fine, that happens. It's a fist fight. And I'm not saying it was a fluke or anything like that, but people are beating Paddy until they're not. And I know that's literally every fight. But my point here is I didn't trust Paddy enough to put him in my parlays, so I didn't. If he was in my parlays, it would have cashed, and it's a moot point. But you guys can't be trusting Paddy. People who are recommending Paddy be the 10th pole of parlays don't do their research, I guess, because I don't know how you could watch Paddy versus Jordan Leavitt and be like, yeah, that guy. I'm going to put all my money on him, and I'm going to put him in all my parlays. He should not have won this decision. He did not win this fight. It was not the worst robbery we've ever seen, but it wasn't a good decision. This card only went to 2 decisions, and both of them were wrong. Anyway, the bet that I hit, I had no money on Paddy. The bet that I hit was Jared Gordon gets more takedowns. If you don't know, Bet Online has a bunch of prop bets. They've been dropping them like randomly, but anywhere between Tuesday and Friday, they will drop bets for takedowns and significant strikes. And one of the bets is most takedowns landed. And you just pick the fighter. And Jared Gordon was plus 160. That made no sense. If you're a premium member, you saw that bet and it cashed. I don't know why Jared Gordon, the actual wrestler, was only at plus 160. I don't know why he was the underdog. He should have been the favorite, not to win the fight, but the favorite to get more takedowns, because he did. I cashed. I was happy with that. But guys, pay attention to these fights. Paddy could very well be 0-4 right now. That first fight clipped. Second fight, fine. There's his one win. The Leavitt fight, He doesn't land that knee. He loses that one. And this one, this decision shouldn't have been his. I like Paddy. I'm glad he won. It is better for the sport. It is better for the division that Paddy won this fight. 100%. Absolutely. But chin up. Didn't wrestle. You guys got to pay attention. Paddy is not the tent pole to your parlays. Main event. Speaking of parlay tent poles, Magomed Ankalaev was a parlay tent pole. Absolutely. He was some of the best value on this entire card. This fight ended up being way more competitive than a lot of people thought, including myself, because of the leg kicks. Listen, for me, Ankalaev won this fight. He won the first round, the fourth round, and the fifth round. That is 3 rounds to 2. I don't think there was a 10-8 in the mix. I don't think any of those rounds had a 10-8 in the mix. So I have it 3 rounds to 2. That's how I scored it. I think that's how most people scored it. Jan Blachowicz, I think, scored it that way. The good news here is parlays cashed. I don't know about your sports book, but Bet Online, not only did the parlays with Ankalaev in them cash, they kept them at the original odds. They didn't even take him out. Lots of companies will take let's say a fight drops or there's a no contest. They'll take the fighter out of the parlay and readjust the odds. Nope. Bet Online, the parlay full cashed, and they don't need to do that because technically it was a draw, and you can bet on a draw. So I'm surprised they did that, but the parlays cashed. Money lines were fully refunded. So we ended up being up units. The judges did not screw our wallets. Thankfully, we'd be up even more units because we had the money line bets on him. I had 2 units and Jacob had 3, or we both had 3, something like that. Anyway, overall, I think Ankalaev won this fight. This is how the scoring broke down. This is what the judges had. The scoring makes almost no sense to me. It makes almost no sense. Mike Bell had Blachowicz winning 1, 2, and 3. I don't think he won the first round. 2 and 3, fine. Those are his. I don't think he won the first round. Mike's somewhat close here, I guess. Then Derek Cleary had 10 for Blachowicz in the first, 10 for Blachowicz in the second, and 8 in the fifth. He gave a 10-8 round in the fifth, and so did Sal D'Amato. Like, the scoring didn't make sense to me. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I had all 10 9s. I didn't see a 10-8. To me, a 10-8, and maybe I'm too old school because they have amended the rules. A 10-8 is you almost murdered somebody. So to me, it's 3 10-9s for Ankalaev, rounds 1, 4, and 5, and then 2 for Blachowicz. So pretty clear, 3 rounds to 2, and that's the end of it. And honestly, Derek Cleary and Sal D'Amato, them giving the last round a 10-8 felt like them making up for the first round. It felt like, oh shit. Yeah, I don't think Jan should win this fight. Actually, more Sal than Derek. I don't think Jan should win this fight. Let me go ahead and fix that. And he made the last round a 10-8. And Sal D'Amato's always involved in the bullshit scorecards. Anyway, this card only went to 2 decisions, and both of them were botched. What a mess. This was in Vegas. This wasn't some random state like Arkansas that doesn't host events. This was in Vegas. I'm shocked that they blew it. Hopefully, there's enough controversy here, or at least enough outrage, that it will be looked at, and somebody will get fired. You fire one judge, the rest will pay. Like, the judging is absurd. Honestly, here's my suggestion, a little bit of a rant. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let's go to the hockey model. Get the judges out of the arena. Get them away from the cage. They're sitting here, and like they have to look up. It's a shit view. Do the hockey model. If you don't watch hockey, there's a central location where there's the on-ice refs, and then all the sort of officials for challenges are in a central location watching monitors, watching games, can do replay, and then make the right call. That's what we need here. We need the judges. You want to keep them in the arena, fine. But they need to be in a room watching on mute, just watching the fight, or watching the fight without commentary or something to that effect. And just watching the fight. The same view we get, multiple camera angles, seeing exactly what's going on, if it's under the chin, not under the chin, what's landing here versus here. That's what the judges need. Sitting below the floor of the cage, looking up, that's such a shit angle. It makes no sense. They need to take care of that and add 5 judges instead of 3. You do 5 judges in individual rooms watching the same feed we are, either on mute or without commentary, and I I could almost guarantee we get rid of most of these shit decisions. I can almost guarantee it. Let me know your comments and let me know what you think. Guys, don't forget, we're giving away $1,000. All you need to do is subscribe to this channel, subscribe to our Picks Nation channel. That's where we put all the individual breakdown videos, and comment on the giveaway video. And if we hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, which we will do, I'm very, very confident. We're only like 700 away, which is that's nothing. We're going to give away $1,000, and we're just going to pick a random person that commented on that video who subscribes to both channels. All the links are in the description. So check our description, click on the links. You click a few buttons, you type a few words, it costs you $0. You can win $1,000. Become a premium member. Holy shit, what else do we need to do? I've given you 61 units of net profit over the last 5 events, and the last 2 events were a bloodbath for pretty much everybody who isn't us. We have somehow been finding our spots, killing it, making the money, while other people are crying about bullshit on Twitter and this and that, picking the wrong underdogs, getting too aggressive, doing stupid stuff. 61 units of net profit. That's just the bets. You also get a DraftKings optimizer, full daily fantasy content, prop games, all of that. $10 a month. Just go to WeWantPicks.com and click Become a Member. And if you want $50 before the holidays, I will send you $50. The only thing you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Use our link to sign up with any one of our betting partners. Make a deposit. I'll send you $50. It's just literally that simple. WeWantPicks.com. Use a link. Sign up. Make a deposit. I'll send you $50.